Welcome back to the Alternative Football Network. I'm DeMarcus Cullors. The UFL merger saw the combination of teams from the former XFL and USFL Spring Leagues. From the XFL, the St. Louis Battlehawks, San Antonio Brahmas, Arlington Renegades, and the DC Defenders survived. On the USFL side, the Michigan Panthers, Birmingham Stallions, Memphis Showboats, and the rebranded Houston Gamblers, now Houston Roughnecks, made the cut. Now that the teams have been officially announced, we thought it would be cool to look at some interesting potential matchups. Here are our top matchups in no particular order. Defending USFL champion Birmingham Stallions versus defending XFL champion Arlington Renegades. Already announced as the inaugural game to kick off the United Football League, this game is already exactly what the UFL needs to get off to a great start. As defending champs, both will have a target on their backs every week. San Antonio Brahmas versus DC Defenders. A rematch of the final game of the 2023 season, the Brahmas' playoffs hopes were extinguished on a missed field goal as time expired. With a final of 29-28, the New Look Brahmas might be out for a little revenge. Houston Roughnecks versus Michigan Panthers. This one is interesting only because it's a rematch with the only team the Panthers beat that currently plays. The last time the Panthers played the Houston Roughnecks, the then Houston Gamblers that is, the final score was Michigan 29, Houston 13. Arlington Renegades versus San Antonio Brahmas, the I-35 rivalry. These two Texas cities separated by 250 miles have long been rivals. The series is tied with the Renegades winning the first game 12-10 in a physically tough game. The Brahmas got their revenge at Choctaw Stadium the following week, 15-9, led by their great defense. The I-10 rivalry, Houston Roughnecks versus San Antonio Brahmas. Wade Phillips led Houston against the Brahmas last season. We'll now see him lead the Brahmas against Houston. The Roughnecks swept the series last year, winning 22-13 in the first game and 17-15 in an OT shootout. With that Wade Phillips defense taking to San Antonio, this is a game that definitely should look a little different this year. St. Louis Battlehawks versus San Antonio Brahmas. Battle of the Domes. In what was a debut for Alabama alum A.J. McCarron, this game came down to the wire, utilizing the fourth and long conversion in lieu of an onside kick to get a last-minute win. The final was St. Louis 18, San Antonio 15. DC Defenders versus St. Louis Battlehawks. Former XFL division rivals have no love lost for each other after two very contentious games. DC won the first one 34-18 and also the second one 28-20. St. Louis Battlehawks versus Memphis Showboats. This is a cross-conference rival of cities only about a 4-hour drive apart. Memphis did well in building their roster, but St. Louis is already established. There have been rumors of a brewing rivalry between St. Louis and Memphis. We'll see this year if there's anything to it. Birmingham Stallions versus Houston Roughnecks. Houston gave Birmingham one of its only two losses last season, 27-20. They split the series when the Stallions avenged that loss 38-15. Michigan Panthers versus Memphis Showboats. The Showboats blew open a game late with a turnover. Conference games are huge, with everyone looking to keep pace with Birmingham. The last matchup saw Memphis come away with the win, 29-10. Arlington Renegades versus DC Defenders. The DC Defenders ran roughshod over the XFL, only losing twice last year. Once in the regular season game to Orlando, and in the XFL championship game. DC came out on top of the first game against the Renegades, 28-26. However, Arlington avenged that loss in the championship game, 35-26. Houston Roughnecks versus Arlington Renegades. The Houston area and the Metroplex have always had rivalries. Astros, Rangers, Mavs, Rockets, and the Cowboys and Texans, of course. This matchup will always be for bragging rights. Houston won the first matchup 23-14, the second matchup 25-9, but Arlington came back and they counted, winning the South Division Championship 26-11. This is just a sneak peek look into some of the intriguing matchups coming up in the United Football League's inaugural season. Stay tuned throughout the season for weekly matchups. Don't forget to follow the Alternative Football Network on YouTube, X, and Facebook. Have a good day.